Good morning, Second Presbyterian. My name is Jack Evans, and I was one of the youth who participated in the Reach Work Camp at Oliver Springs, Tennessee this year. The Reach Work Camp brought together people from all parts of the United States, from Texas to North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. In 1 week, this group of 150 people helped repair 13 houses and gave those 13 households a fresh start. At the end of the week, I was exhausted, but it was all worth it to see my neighbor, the persons who my crew's house they worked on, and the smile she had on her face when she saw her house after our work was finished. The Reach trip was a special way of building relationships, not only with that neighbor whom we worked with all week, but also with our peers and with God. Our neighbors had asked for help, and we as God's servants have answered their call. Talking about my neighbor, I noticed communication with her wasn't easy at first, but our crew worked on, and eventually our neighbor began to show more of herself, and I soon saw how gentle, warm, and friendly she really was. During the last 4 days of our work week, she came out and joined our prayer devotions after lunch and participated in our daily discussions. She even bought pizza as a thank you for all the work we had done. One thing that will stand out with me always is when I asked Miss Thompson, who's my crew's neighbor, "So, how do you like your new house?" And she replied, "You all have done more for me than I could possibly imagine, and it's given me a new drive to keep my house clean." But then she broke out into this huge smile. And at that moment, to see that smile and twinkle in her eyes, that was enough for me. Reach has a special way of connecting everyone. In the beginning, we were all split up into different work crews to be assigned to different houses. And within each work crew, we all had different responsibilities. We all had to rely on each other, and no one was left out. The many tasks to do around the neighbor's house required more than one person almost all the time. Also, due to my fear of heights, I couldn't help but create a special bond with my ladder holders, who kept me steady while I scaled 24-foot ladders to paint the top exterior of the house. A new buddy named Braden from Texas, who I worked with painting the house, definitely agreed with me that it was really easy to connect with someone when you're working in 90-degree heat and you're balancing on those unstable ladders. Most importantly, Reach is a unique experience because it helps you reflect upon your own relationship with God. This work camp brought me closer to Him and helped me examine Him in my own life and how I can spread His love when I return to college. Every morning, we've had time to reflect on our spiritual topic for that day, and every day I felt myself grow closer with God and see Him in many different ways through family, friends, act of kindness, and so on. Through this Reach experience, I have grown into a stronger Christian and a more reflective. It has been 4 weeks since we've gone on this trip, and I have already made a promise to myself that I would go back next year. Because just like a classic movie, Reach never gets old due to its rewarding and fulfilling experience of helping others.